Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to a manifestation reading for the period of February 1st, when I'm recording this, until April 21st, because on that date, we have a Mercury retrograde once again. And until that date, all the personal plants, well, all the plants altogether are direct. And so that is considered a green light portal where the things that you put forth can manifest more easily. So let's see what kind of things you might be wanting to manifest. Oh my goodness. Wow. Can I claim this reading? I have Taurus rising. I usually do these readings for the sun signs because they're not, these are not the same as astrology in terms of how you determine things. I'm just kind of, uh, you know, separating finding some way to create different groups to do readings for, since this is a public forum, not a private reading. Okay, now let me just say something. This is absolutely incredible because there's a lot of positive energy, but there's also a lot of big energy because we have three major arcana cards out of the five. So more major arcana cards than not. And the reason this is significant is that statistically there aren't as many major arcana cards because there's only 22 major arcana, and then there's 55 regular minor arcana cards. So it's like over 2-1 with minor arcana. So that can indicate a lot of change. And it's interesting too, because the period of time that I am intending for this reading goes right into when the sun goes into your sign, so your solar return period. So way cool. So let's talk about this. What is it that you are trying to manifest? The sun card is, take your pick. If it's something wonderful, good, creativity, children, love, prosperity, joy, success, healing. So that's what the sun card represents. It's associated with Leo. And I would just say the creative life force in general. It could be vitality. And the thing that is really important about this is the idea of what makes you feel alive, Taurus. And that's going to differ from person to person. And that's really what the sun card to me represents overall, is what is it that makes you feel that, it puts a skip in your step, if you will. And this position is the position of, why do you want it? What is your motivating force? And we have the Page of Wands. And this itself is kind of the first stages of something, like the growth stage of something. So you may already be on the awakening path or something that is putting you into this positive state of mind, and you're just looking for the big goal. So for instance, let's say that you want to improve your energy, your health, your vitality. You may have taken action steps to start the process off. You haven't gotten to that ultimate state, but maybe you have even been reading things of a positive nature. Actually, this could be anything that is positive, because page means message. It also is in the early stages of something. Wands are the fire element. And so it can be this sense of, the fire element is about expansion and positivity. And so reading books and online stuff and listening to podcasts, whatever it is, how you're getting this information, of a positive nature is kind of that kickoff point. And maybe this is something that you just happen to run across, quote unquote, randomly. I'm laughing because I don't think there is such a thing as random. I think everything is happening in divine timing, but to the mundane mind, it might seem like, wow, what a coincidence. This is just like, there are such things as coincidences. So this can even be like love. Maybe you have had some kind of communication with someone that has spurred on feelings of love in your life. So maybe you are in love or think you're in love, whatever. And the first step to kind of achieve your goals is connected to Hierophant. And this is a card that is associated with you, Taurus. I don't know why. I have no idea why it's associated with Taurus. The only thing that I would say that it could possibly be connected is because it is connected with tradition. And I think of Taurus as one of those traditional signs. But other than that, I mean, I really think this should be Sag. And I've actually seen books that say that connect it to Sag because it's like the religious figure, the clergy. It also can, I think it can be a higher education, just like the ninth house that Sag and Jupiter rule. But whatever, we'll just say, hey, there's your card. Speaking of it being your card, the first step is to feel into yourself then, since this is you, and be authentic to you. I would say that for sure. But in addition, if you are not somebody who is really into spiritual things, consider it. This is more of the conformity. So I would definitely, I don't think that is the answer. I would say, look to where you tend to conform in life and see if it's kind of this knee-jerk reactionary thing, and that you're afraid to kind of go off the reservation because Taurus, you have Uranus in your sign, and it's injecting this kind of nonconformist attitude. And some of you who are earlier degrees, maybe up to half of the sign, you have really had direct contact with Uranus transing your sun. The rest of you are going to have that coming up, but really look at how you have allowed yourself to kind of just go along with the program, and especially if you're afraid to be different, because the sun is about the individual. And even the Page of Wands, because it is fire energy, I don't know if it's associated with a particular fire sign, but it just is about, the fire element is about independence and individuality and creativity. And creativity is not worth a damn if you're, maybe that's a bit much, but the ultimate creativity is when you are sharing of your essence with others, not when you are imitating somebody else. So if you don't really feel like you know who you are, then that is your tip-off point. Where you should start is to explore yourself. Now, what is coming in is the World card. And really what this means is that there is a phase in your life that is ending. And you still are going to have eclipses in your sign, even though Aries and Libra are having them. Taurus and Scorpio are having them. And the Scorpio one is May 5th. It's a lunar eclipse. That is going to oppose your sun. And so that could be a relationship that is ending, is winding up. And in that particular case, that will be your chance to find yourself without, having that other person distracting you from your really tuning into who you are individually. And for, just for, you're going to have a lunar eclipse in your own sign in October 28th to be exact. Now, it is going to be an early degree, so for a lot of you, this may not actually form a conjunction, but just by virtue of being in your sign, it still is going to impact you. And it's all about letting go. And the whole idea of eclipses is that it's not about what you want in this moment. It's about what is meant to be. And so you can either be graceful about the endings, or you can be someone who is demanding that life. You can go kicking and screaming, in other words. So that's why this card is so important, because it allows you to understand that you have to make space for new beginnings. The outcome is the 10 of Cups, which is happily ever after. This is also a marriage card, and so is the Hierophant. So if you are someone who has been dating someone, or maybe this is even on your end where you have been reluctant to commit to someone, I think that is you're going to let go of that resistance. Maybe it will be in that time of around the spring in the northern hemisphere, around that May period, where you will let go of that fear of committing to someone, because in the center of this is the sun, which is about love and all of those good things. The 10 of Cups can also be family. So I think even children, and that might be another thing. The World card could be saying goodbye to your single life, not just in terms of people who are single and about to get married, but for those, I shouldn't have said single, to your childless life, where you have to now consider another being whenever you're doing something. And that could be like a little bit difficult for somebody who is used to having their freedom, if you will. So all of these things can be blessings if people are looking at them that way. But the 10 of Cups is like the pot at the end of the rainbow. After you have maybe with the World card let go of something, then your blessings come in. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. Awesome. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.